Oh, sorry, I went ahead of myself. Welcome to the book coven.
This is the book coven.
Whoops.
Winter Chills edition.
That over there is Chelsea.
And that's Lillian.
Winter.
Chills.
Yeah, so last week was Chelsea's pick.
The Winter People.
Yep. And now it's my pick, Snowblind by Christopher Golden.
Are these books making you cold yet?
It showed this cover is very chilly.
It is.
I really
I
love
know.
the cover of this book.
Yeah.
Mm.
And like how the font is kind of hidden
Yeah, it's
by
hidden.
some of
Yeah,
the snow.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's in there.
Christopher Golden worked on Hex Life, the anthology that we read. Mm-hmm. Just a FYI. Here we go. Hot synopsis. Woo! The small New England town of Coventry had weathered 1,000 blizzards, but never one like this, where people vanished. Well, I'm sorry, where people wandered into the whiteout and vanished. Families were torn apart, Jesus, and the town would never be the same. I swear I could read. I swear I could read. Now, as a new storm approaches 12 years later, the folks of Coventry are haunted by the memories of that dreadful blizzard and those who were lost in the snow. Photographer Jake Shapiro mourns his little brother Isaac, even as tonight another little boy is missing. Mechanic and part-time thief Doug Manning's life has been forever scarred by the mysterious death of his wife, and now he's starting over with another woman and more ambitious crimes.
Oh.
Detective Joe Keenan has never been the same since that night when he failed to save the life of a young boy, and now the boy's father vanished into the storm only feet away. And all the way on the other side of the country, Miri Rastani receives a phone call from a man who died 12 years ago. As old ghosts trickle back, this new storm will prove to be even more terrifying than the last. Spellbinding in scope and rooted deeply in classic storytelling, Snowblind is a chilling masterpiece. That is both Christopher Golden's breakout book and a standout supernatural thriller.
Supernatural.
This is his first book?
Is that what it said?
Breakout? What did it say? Breakout book.
Yeah, maybe it was just the one that threw him up
You
there.
broke your big one?
It's the one
your big hit, your smash hit?
It's a smash hit. It's his #1 single.
Woo!
Top 10 of the charts.
Nailed it, Christopher Golden. So today's winter chill pairings, I have here
pairings.
a vegan eggnog. Is it So Delicious, the brand?
Yes.
That's the
coconut
eggnog
one?
brand, yeah, coconut base. And we threw in some bourbon and some spiced rum and a dollop of whipped cream.
Yes. Winter
Oh,
cheers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's
Ooh.
bourbon.
See, this is strong, so if the one
That'll
Brandon
get you.
had
Oh, my God.
was strong.
He said that was strong.
Whoo! Oh.
That smell of cinnamon as you're drinking it in. That's good.
So good, y'all.
That's good. Oh,
Fuck,
that's
I
good.
love eggnog. Yeah, I could drink that whole thing of eggnog. Alcohol or no alcohol. I fucking
It's just good.
would chug. It's like zesty
It is
milk.
a good one.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's thick.
Oh, I love a thick
Thick
boy.
with
We
two
all know
Cs.
this. So I have prepared here a hot chocolate peppermint donut
They're so cute.
with a chocolate glaze and peppermint and a candy cane, crushed candy canes on top.
Adorable.
Thank you.
I made snowballs. They're healthy on the inside and covered in powdered sugar on the
Ooh,
outside.
nailed it. You ruined
It's
it.
all cashews.
Okay,
It's all
good.
like
I love a
cashews and
cashew.
dates, and it's all like chewy. And
All good things.
I ate a bunch of them yesterday.
I want to eat everything on this plate.
Snowball.
Oh my God.
Couldn't help it.
I'm going to crack into that in about 5 fucking seconds.
Crack.
Yeah.
Get your
I'm very
crack.
proud of those donuts. Those snowballs look so good. I want to throw
It
them
looks
at
so
you.
good.
Snow good.
So I liked the book. I really enjoyed reading it.
Overall, I like the book. I have a couple of issues. I do think so. There was a lot of people, characters. The book opens, the first 75 pages or so are what happens 12 years in the first storm. First of all, the synopsis is a huge spoiler.
I
Huge
know.
spoiler.
I remember reading that after, and I'm like, wait a
Yeah.
second.
So the first storm hits Detective Joe Keenan. He is a young rookie cop, so he's out of luck and patrolling the streets in a blizzard. He gets a call for this little boy that is sledding in a fucking snowstorm like an idiot.
Yeah, there's like 3 boys, right?
Yeah, and his dad went out after them. He gets there electrocuted. A wire falls on the fence. Terrible spot for sledding. There's a fence at the end.
Yeah, and it looks like you basically, if you go sledding, you just run into that fence, which I guess as a kid, you're just like, oh, I don't care.
But unfortunately,
you're resilient.
Yeah, fortunately for these fuckers, a telephone pole or something landed on it. So the kid got electrocuted, died straight away. And the father fucks off. And he's hearing some weird whispers, some like spooky thing. It's spookier than that, I imagine.
Probably.
Although that was pretty chilling.
I'm chilled.
Yeah. So someone's calling for him, and the boy's father just up and vanishes, like it says. So that's his situation.
Yeah.
We got TJ and Ella. Ella owns a restaurant. TJ is a hot musician playing there. They fuck, basically. They're fucking.
Yeah, because they're like, she's like, well, you shouldn't go home in this snowstorm. He's like, I'm supposed to go help my mom.
Yeah, but fuck her. I'm going to get laid.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he's thought.
But his mom dies.
Yeah. Woo.
Spoiler alert.
Whoops.
Sucks to be you, bro. She hears some
And he
weird
blames
shit
himself a
outside.
little.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's sort of. No, it's not his fault.
It's not his fault. Why did she fucking go outside? It's cold out and you're old. Stop it.
Yeah, everyone, they keep hearing these strange whispers. They're like, I will go out at this blizzard and investigate. Fuck them.
What are you doing?
I don't care if there's a clear voice that I know outside my door going like, hey, Lillian, open up in a blizzard.
Okay, well.
Nah.
If you were at our door in a blizzard, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Get in here. And then if I opened the door and you weren't there,
close it immediately.
I would close it and lock it and run in the basement.
I'm just going to run off a few feet in the snow, see what's up.
Yeah.
No, and then you get snatched. Yeah, you finally see these things. Doug's wife, Sherry, he gets fired from his job. He's coming home. She's home alone. She hears some spooky shit outside. She goes outside. Weird ice people with long fingers grab her.
Is she the one with the dog whose dog like ran off?
Yeah.
And she was chasing him?
Yeah. So she has a reason to go out.
Yeah, I'd be chasing him too.
But yeah, these things come out of the sky and they're like moving with the wind. They're sort of translucent. They got bright. They're kind of like White Walkers, their eyes. They're very bright.
Yeah, piercing.
And they snatch her in the sky and fuck off with her and drop her and she dies. And who else we got? Oh, we got Allie Shapiro. I'm going to burp, I'm sorry. I swallowed it.
Allie and Nico.
Allie, Nico, widow and a divorced man come together. Then this is the first time them and their kids are together as a family.
Blended family.
Yeah. Allie's youngest son, Isaac, says there's something outside in the middle of the night. Tries to get his brother up. His brother's like, fuck off. I'm sure it's fine. And then he finally wakes up again when the kid opens his window. Huge mistake.
Yeah, gets snatched.
Iceman, boom, snatches Isaac, drops him down. He dies, which it didn't seem high enough to die.
And there's so much snow. Like they kept mentioning like how deep the snow is. I feel like he wouldn't die.
His neck was fully broken.
Yeah.
I guess if he landed straight on his head.
I don't know.
But this is a 2-story house.
Yeah.
And he fell out of a window. So doctors, would that kill you? I found it odd that he died.
Maybe it's case by case. Perhaps. Huh. Yeah,
maybe they snapped his neck and dropped him.
Maybe.
Because they described it as like a very broken boy.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And then Nico runs off into the storm to get snowplow help. Never to be seen again. Snatching number or whatever.
Yeah.
Who else is getting snatched? Am I missing anyone?
No, that sounds about right.
Those are the heavy hitters? Yeah. So that's the first
and that's how it starts. I think...
Good start.
It was a good start. Doug, I liked the introduction of all the characters.
Yeah.
I liked how we learned about kind of who they were. I really liked Allie and Nico.
I love them.
And there was such good detail in what they were doing.
Hated Doug.
All the detail with the microwave, how she's popping the popcorn.
Excuse me, it's pronounced a microwave.
A microwave?
Yeah.
And Doug, he got fired for the dumbest fucking reason. Wasn't it
well,
him?
He's working for assholes. Yeah, they work at a mechanic shop and
they're like super sexist.
Yeah, one of them said something about having sex with his wife, which apparently was a common thing. And then he shot back a barb at the guy about his wife.
Yeah.
And he fired him.
Like took it really far, which I was just like, yes.
Yeah, Dougie.
Do it, Doug. Get in there.
I liked
Defend
Doug
your woman.
at first. Yeah. I did not like him in the 12 years later.
Same.
I did like the cop. It would suck to be first on the scene to see an electrocuted
100%.
Child.
And then another child in another child's arms while he's dying.
Yeah.
And the kid's
so
just
one
why
gets
aren't you doing
electrocuted,
anything?
dies instantly. The other one touches him, gets an aftershock. Did the other one die?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
And then
died
it was
a
the
little
one
later.
kid that didn't, I think.
Yeah.
Of the three.
So that's haunted him forever. He was a nice guy.
He was nice.
I like Joe right away. So everyone, it goes 12 years later. Everyone's kind of very on edge about storms. There's another storm rolling in Coventry.
It's just bad
because
memories.
not even like there are other people that also died in the storm mysteriously. A fuck ton of them.
Yeah.
And everyone's just really blasé about it, it seems. Like there's no explanation. Shouldn't you be very, very worried?
Yeah,
like if I was
just
the
a
cops,
snowstorm and people are dying.
Yeah, like several of them. So the snow people, they grab you and they lift you up and they drop you from heights. Mm-hmm. So there's a bunch of bodies of people who fell from great heights. Yeah, and everyone's like, I don't know, bears.
They just died. Yeah, that looks like I was a bear. But like we get snowstorms tons of times, and there are never any dead people.
I mean, if you die in like a car accident, your car swerves into a bank or something, sure,
like the
snowbank.
two that did die.
Yeah, later. That makes sense. Or, occasionally people die in blizzards from normal things, but that amount of people died on the same night in
from weird
unexplained ways. I would call the FBI and be like, is it aliens, bro? I'm sure at least one of them was like, I don't want to sound crazy.
Aliens.
But aliens. Can we put that on the table?
Brings that to the cops. So guys,
I just slammed his fist on the
theory.
table. Aliens.
It's aliens. Let's get looking into this now.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you get the FBI on the phone? Yeah, I'd really like to talk to them.
Several people reported hearing voices in the wind.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah, but I feel like cops get a lot of stupid phone calls.
Yeah, I guess. But even the cop heard.
Oh, that's true.
Whispers in the wind.
He's just a rookie.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
We don't trust a rookie. He got spooked is all. That's all.
All right, New England, sure. Ignore it. I'm just saying aliens. So we pick up. Everyone is sad in their own way. Yeah. Joe is a detective now because he didn't want to be the first to arrive on the scene ever again.
Yep.
After that. Haunted by the deaths of those people that I forget their names.
However, that seems like a weird reason because as the detective, you have to be on certain cases like a lot. So you might not have been first to the scene to see like this woman brutally murdered, but you're looking at pictures constantly for months until you solve the case.
Yeah. Also,
so I feel like that's worse.
They don't like tuck up the body and wait for you to get there. You have to look at her.
Yeah. You have to go look and see everything. Yeah. Just because you weren't first doesn't make it.
It's still dead people, guy.
It's still,
I don't know. And like, he got electrocuted. He died straight away. What are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
He touched a fence. That was electrocuted.
Yeah. It wasn't your fault.
Oopsie, but And the guy wandering off, like, mysterious. But again, he fucked off. What are you supposed to do?
His own damn fault.
Yeah. Calm down, Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Jake is Isaac's brother.
Yes.
Who saw the ice guy, but over the years, he's like, I just hallucinated it. I was scared, It's a trick of the mind. I'm so sorry. He shoved it. I'm just going to fix it. Okay. He shoved it real back down in his subconscious mind. I'm just going to
get Brandon.
This. Yeah.
Cut that out.
So sorry. He's a crime scene photographer.
Yes.
Which is dope. I love that job. And also he takes various pictures. His thing, he likes to take pictures after storms.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Very cool.
He's sad about his dead brother. Allie, his mom, is kind of a drunk now.
Yeah.
Sad about Nico. Never fell in love again.
And her dead son.
Yeah, and her dead son. Sorry, I forgot her son died. Yeah, she's having a rough time. Miri has fucked off to Seattle.
Yeah.
She's over it. And is a bummer for Isaac because they were close in their teenage years, you know, and they also wanted to fuck. Which would have been...
they liked each other when they were younger.
Yeah, it would have been awkward if the family got, you know...
Like if Nico and Allie got married and then the kids are... That reminds me of The Flash, though. Like the show, because Barry Allen... Yes. So Barry Allen's mom gets murdered, right? And then his dad goes to jail because they're like, well, obviously you killed her. He didn't.
Guys.
It was Reverse Flash. I mean, come on. Or was it
Zoom?
Spoiler Whatever. Alert. Anyway, he lives with Detective Joe West, or officer at the time. And then Officer Joe West's daughter is Iris West. So they're like growing up together and now they're married. And every single time... We're talking about like, yeah, they have a great relationship. Too bad they're brother and sister. Like your this guy like adopted you as like he's your legal guardian now.
It's not blood related, but it is.
It's still weird, right?
It's weird.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. As long as because every time I'm just like, guys, what you doing?
You do you, Flash. I guess you're saving people.
But like no one in the show's ever questioned them.
You want to smash your sister?
No one's questioned them. I don't get it. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. So yeah, they're sad. TJ and Ella, they are married now, but their marriage is kind of having a rough patch. Yeah. They conceived a daughter that night, who's now 12 years old. I was gonna say, how old is she?
It's been 12 years.
Yeah, she's 12 years old. But they do have a moment together. So they're still in love with each other. They want to fix their marriage. Yeah, but it's tough going.
They're just kind of mean to each other. They seem just like they're sick of putting up with each other's shit.
Yeah, there's a lot like money's tight, you know.
Yeah, and that can cause a rift.
Doug's a real piece of shit now. He's really sad.
And
he's gone into the criminal field. He's robbing people with a bunch of dirtbags.
Yeah, the people he works with are a fucking joke.
And then that's everyone.
Yeah, and he's just working at a different auto garage now.
No, it's the same one.
Oh, is it the same one?
But it's not. It's like part-time freelance kind of thing.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know how you like work with those people again. They were a nightmare.
So here's where... there's a lot of characters.
Yes, there are many.
But
it wasn't hard to...
It wasn't hard to keep up, but because there's so many characters... I didn't feel that connected with anyone in particular, you know.
Oh, that's true.
And like I did find the middle of the book kind of started to drag. Yeah. Because what happened basically is Nico's ghost. So these things, you don't know what they are these ice monsters. They take these people, it's like they feed on your soul. Yeah. And then you're stuck in like a permanent winter hell with them. And Nico, he found a way to get out of there. Yeah. So he walked out and he left like a door open for the other spirits. So they all left. And Nico's the only one. He is a full-on ghost, but the others they can only stay connected to our world if they enter a host. So they are possessing people. TJ's mom goes inside their daughter, which is weird. Sherry goes into Angela, who is her best friend.
Which is Mary's mother.
Mary's mother, who previously, so before Doug and Sherry met, Doug fucked Angela. And then Sherry was her best friend, and they introduced them.
Yeah, and then he had a brief thing with her after
and then death. So she shows up one day, and he's like, wow, you're like a completely other person.
It's your wife.
Yeah, it's your wife, Doug. So they go back into this weird relationship. And then Isaac goes, so there's a detective, Keenan, gets called to a car crash. The parents are dead. There's a little boy. Their car flipped and is in a river. There was a little boy in the car, but he's nowhere to be found. And turns out Isaac goes into that little boy and goes to Jake's house. Yeah. So people just keep getting possessed, and everyone's like, I don't know, everyone's acting weird. I don't get it. And it's just a lot of that for a long time.
Yeah, I don't see how people didn't get it. Yeah,
the storm is approaching, and it's too much waiting around. And so the heart of the story is the Shapiro family and Joe Keenan. So they all have a connection to each other. So Allie and Nico and Miri and Jake and Isaac, like they're all a family. And then Joe comes in because he's looking for this kid, this missing kid. Mm-hmm. And then he discovers that Isaac is there. So they all come together again. But then TJ, Ella, Grace, and Doug and Sherry / Angela, I didn't think they were necessary.
No?
He could have
just been the
Shapiros. And then you could focus more on them and we would care more about those characters.
That's fair. I like Doug and Sherry's relationship though.
Not when he was with Angela. And it was weird.
It was weird because like he could tell it, like he kept saying it reminded him of like his relationship.
She was a totally different person. He was
Sherry.
like, "Oh, great. I like you now."
Yeah, it was weird. But like I like the relationship they had, like when she was alive.
Yeah, when she was alive.
Because it was a sweet, like it seemed like they were really sweet to each other and that they were very much in love, even though they've been married for a while.
But then after, like their whole part of the book was basically just them fucking.
Oh my God. Okay, this is what I'm saying about male authors. Yeah. Every time there's like a moment where there's like sex going on, it was a couple different characters and it was like 5 to 10 pages of like each of those couples having sex. And, oh God, it was such a nightmare to read. I hated it. I hated it.
Like when women write sex scenes,
it's like
there's usually like one or two. It's not scattered all over the book.
Yeah,
and they're quick and
they're quick and they're like romantic.
Yeah,
kind of.
They don't linger on it. Men are always like, oh, he has his throbbing length.
I know. They just like they get way too into it.
Weird now, guys.
It's really weird. And you're reading it and you're like, man, this is awkward. I'm alone and I'm reading by myself and I feel awkward. Yeah.
They just kept having sex. Yeah. There's no point to them.
No.
And then both of those, them and TJ, Ella, Grace, their stories wrapped up very quickly at the end.
It was very quick.
And if they weren't in the book, nothing would have changed.
That's true.
They were useless characters.
Although the very end, it seemed like Sherry was still in Angela, right?
That could have it would have been cooler if Nico's ghost disappears at the end.
Yeah.
Seemingly he sacrifices himself again.
Yeah.
And the ghosts take his soul. Mm-hmm. But what if he stayed somehow, or Isaac stayed, and like they could have had the ice monster go into one of them, and it would be more of a gut punch and a spooky.
Shit.
Like so, at the end of the book, Angela, Sherry leaves, I guess, and then Angela's left, and she's in the hospital, and Doug visits her, and she opens her eyes. She's got spooky ghost eyes. Mm-hmm. It could have been someone that we cared about. I don't give a fuck that Angela's an evil ghost monster. I don't care.
I think it was Sherry because she grabbed his hand. Like she held his hand and he said it was cold to the touch. So I think it was his wife again. No?
Didn't she get taken again?
The body got taken and then dropped. Yeah. So I think she left at that time, but she might have made her way back in.
Oh,
because Angela was going to die anyway, right?
Oh, so you think Sherry turned into an ice monster?
I think maybe.
Because that was one of the explanations for them, that their souls, that eventually they turn into these vengeful
That's true.
fucks.
So maybe she's going to be just super uber pissed.
I'm going to eat a donut real quick. Yeah, and then Grace and Ella and TJ, so they find out Ella's acting weird. She's 12, but she's acting like a fucking grandma.
I loved that, though.
Yeah,
it
was hilarious.
Funny. Like, guys, come on.
And so they find out that it's his mom, and the ice monsters get into the house, and they're begging her to, like, first of all, it's a dick move because she is willing to risk her granddaughter.
I know.
Because she doesn't want to go back to this house.
But
and
she sounded like she was kind of a bitch.
Like, I get it's a horrible place, but this is your granddaughter's life. Like, fuck off. You're dead. The dead are dead. Get out of here.
She's 12.
Yeah. So they're like, the ice monsters are trying to break down the door. They're going to kill them all.
Yeah.
They just want these ghosts back.
Yeah.
Because they already claimed their lives.
Yeah.
And so they're begging her to fuck off. She fucks off. Finally. And that's it.
It took so much, though, for her to fuck off.
That's the end of their story, though. Like, it was useless.
No, that's true. That's true.
Oh, yeah.
It was just more family drama, I guess. It was kind of funny, though, having the old lady in the child's body, because she was telling her dad all this fucked up stuff that like you're better than this, and he's just like, excuse me.
At one point, he's like,
daughter,
I'm gonna throw hands with you.
Yeah.
I'll fucking hit a kid. You watch me.
I'll hit a kid, man. I'll fucking do it. She was just pissing them both off. I loved it. That was great.
I love how one of them thought that she was possessed. I mean, she is possessed, but they felt like, should I get a priest in here?
What is wrong with our daughter? I don't know her anymore.
Yeah, just like,
and they were trying to say that like it was just because she's getting older, and that's
that's
teenage girls
get weird. Yeah, but they don't fucking suddenly wear cardigan sweaters and sit there
and watching. What was she watching? The Dick Van Dyke Show. Yeah, no,
she's not just like
a 12-year-old's not watching.
Are you really
that.
happy with your life?
Yeah. Red flags, people. Red flags.
That was really my only issue. Like the story as a whole is fun. I like the ice monsters. When this storm hits, it really pops off.
It does.
They just love to snatch people, these guys.
They do. They do. And Isaac taking the little boy. It was nice how it hinted at these people all turning different, right? Like Doug kept saying that Angela is completely different, and like the way she made him breakfast, and it was the breakfast he likes, but then he was like, wait, has she ever even known that I liked this breakfast?
Real Angela is a bitch, apparently.
Yeah, their relationship was just physical. They didn't care for each other emotionally at all. And the little boy that went missing and ended up at Jake's house and was telling him, I'm your brother. Like that's when you get it right away. He just tells him flat out.
Yeah, there's really no mystery, which is fine.
Yeah.
That was cute. Isaac and Jake was funny because he's an adult man. There's a missing child. He knows he can't have this kid in his house.
Fuck no. Oh man, the officers, the way they get like, and I get it. I'm glad they got so heated about it and so upset that like you might be harboring this child, because like what else would you be doing if like why would you abduct a child, right?
So there's another officer, Officer Talbot. Yeah, he's Jake's friend. He comes over one night because Jake hasn't been answering his calls. He opens the door. Jake he's not letting him in. He's like hiding in his house. Yeah. And he thinks like, oh, he's got a girl in here. But then a few days later, he realizes that he was holding Pokemon cards. Yeah.
You're not playing Pokemon with your girl, are you?
Yeah. So, hey, they could be.
They totally could be. But like Pokemon cards are old school.
Can you imagine if they were playing Pokemon and these cops bust his door down? They're like, hey.
You obviously have a child in here. No, dude, she wanted to play Pokemon.
Yeah, so he tells Detective Keenan, and they're just like, they throw this plan together. It's like, is he snatching a kid? Yeah. Son of a bitch, I think he snatched a kid. Fuck, I'm sorry. This donut.
They go in the snowstorm.
They go in the snowstorm. So the snowstorm is raging, and all the ghosts are like, yo, these guys want to take us. We gotta hide. Like you can hide from a magical ice demon. Right? They instantly know where you are. They can feel your soul.
They're ice demons. We don't know the rules about ice demons.
So everyone's just hiding in the house like, shh, they won't. Just don't make a noise. They won't hear us. They hear you. They're breaking into everyone's house. They can't physically open doors or windows, but if there's a draft in your house...
Yeah, they go in through the draft.
They'll get you.
And into the cars. Through the vents. They did that.
Nico's ghost appears to Miri and is like, you gotta get your ass back to town, girl. And his ghost gives Allie and her like a full explanation of what's going on.
Which was hilarious.
Very weird. Everyone's like, bro, you're a ghost.
You're a fucking ghost.
And everyone's like, like it's nice to see you again, but can you fuck off?
Yeah, I was just getting over it,
Yeah, and like you can't stay here, so cool for you to pop back into my life and ruin things, but all right.
Yeah. This was a fun reminder. Thank you.
So, the two, Officer Keenan and Talbot, are at Jake's house. They find the boy. They're like, son, we've saved you. He's clinging to Jake like, no, don't let them take me.
Yeah, and they think he's got Stockholm Syndrome or something.
Yeah. But they're trying to explain themselves, doing a terrible job.
Horrible.
But then saved by the ghost spells, the ghosts start pounding at the house.
And Nico ends up showing up.
And the cops are like, oh, okay.
That's a fucking ghost.
A ghost. And so they have this like ice battle. It's really intense. they realize that they're gonna get in the house. Mm-hmm. So they think like, let's just make a break for it and run to the car. Terrible idea. Yep. Officer Keenan gets killed.
Snatched.
Yeah, taken.
Snatched.
Brutally killed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everyone else gets injured but survives.
Yeah.
Grace and Ella said they're fine. Mm-hmm. Doug is robbing a house in a snowstorm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he has this elaborate plan.
And stuff.
Yeah.
He stole the snowmobiles as his getaway.
Yeah.
So funny.
And then his friends die brutally by these ice people.
It's good, though. He didn't like them.
Yeah.
And they were dicks.
And then his wife pops up, dumbass. She's like, wait, I'm really your wife. Yeah. And then she gets taken again.
Yeah.
And dropped and
He's like, God damn it, dead. Why didn't you just tell me?
And then he just like rolls away and you're like, all right, well, thanks for that, Doug.
Yeah. He leaves all the loot that he stole on someone's back porch. Like, so it was all for nothing. Because he's got to go to the hospital now with Angela. And then there are a few other ghosts that pop into town, and like the boy and son that died 12 years earlier, they're in like a city official and this other cop. Yeah. And it's really funny because there's like a 6-year-old boy in a grown man's body, and he's trying to drive his daughter to school, and he gets in a car and she's like, I don't know how to drive. Yeah, it's so great. Everyone's like approaching the car like, what happened, Mr. whatever his name was? And he's just like, I don't know, something. And he's not making sense. He's not making eye contact. Yeah, and then he starts like almost crying and just panicking, saying, I don't know how to drive. And they're all just like, okay, someone needs to check if he's drunk. The one woman is just yelling, like, breathalyze him. Yeah. Like that was a good little tidbit. Like, to something is amiss here, folks. And so after, basically, they only stay for the blizzard. So they just have to survive this blizzard. They can't fight them. So Isaac stays. He makes it. He claims that the little boy was heavily brain damaged because he went into the river to try to save his parents because they were drowning. So he says that he was drowning himself. And that the little boy is not in there anymore. Yeah. Like, he did die. Like, take it or leave it. You know, his mom's kind of like, well, I want to believe you, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. I really don't know what their plan is here, because this boy has family. And even if his family's like, nah, I don't want him. Some strangers can't just claim this kid. It's not like a lost dog. They'd have to go through an adoption process, but I'm sure they'd be able to if his family. That's the thing, though. Any living relative has to first deny wanting custody, and then they can go ahead. There's one that sounds like they want them. Like they might, yeah. Mm-hmm. But she lives really far. It would really suck. But then Isaac could just leave the body and just like, oops, he's dead. I guess. And like, you're gonna be in this guy. You're never gonna be Isaac. You're gonna be Zach. Yeah. But to your family, you're gonna be Isaac. So I guess you can change your name legally once you're ready. We'll see what happens with there. It's he's in a body. He's in a body. It's happening. I didn't think he would survive. Nico should have gone in Keenan. Yeah. Right. I really thought the ghost would have fucked off after the storm, because it seems like they are tethered to the storm. Like they were tethered to it, exactly. But I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. It's a little strange. And Jake and Miri think, it sounds like they're going to try to give her a go. Well, because she's like they're talking about like what happens next. They end up holding hands. She's inviting him back to Seattle. Although in my version of the book, she says she's inviting him to Portland. I'm going to read that. It says funny. Portland twice. And I'm like, hold on a second. You live in Seattle. Yeah, mine says Seattle. That's so weird. That's funny. So this must be like a first print. And then they were like, shit. Fuck it up, bro. You had one job. Yeah. Because I remember reading that. I'm like, wait a second. Portland? Like, no one lived in fucking Portland. Yeah, really fast to just invite a guy back to Seattle with you. I mean, it sounds like they've been in love their whole lives, so you might as well just go for it. I'm rooting for him. I guess, just go for it. Jake and everyone else is Miri. Yeah, everyone else, like, Allie's bummed again because she had the love of her life back. He fucked off. Yeah. Technically, she has Isaac back, but she's a little suspicious. She's a little like, because he might be taken at any point. Yeah, is Zachary really out of that body? Yeah. Or is he tucked in there? It's a damn good question. Dilly of a pickle. It's a dilly of a pickle. I just hope, overall, it was a fun book. Very fast paced. Mm-hmm.
dragged a little in the middle for me.
Yeah, I personally thought the like snow battle dragged on. I don't like battles in books because you can picture it all you want. It's just, it gets boring. If it's like too many pages, you're just like, I get it. They're like fighting again, or like they're running again.
The only thing with this too is like you can't physically fight them. Mm-hmm. Like they were shooting them, yes, but they just reformed.
Fire was a really good option, but they never actually tried
Never
it.
did anything.
That was brilliant though. It was just so funny though. As I'm reading it, I'm just like, man, what would kill an ice monster? And my first thought was like, shit, they need magical weapons. Oh. Where do they get magical weapons?
Is anyone here a spellcaster?
Is anyone a wizard or a cleric? Please align my weapon as good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, that was all I could picture.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to put ice monsters in a book, surely there's magic somewhere.
Fire elemental.
Come on. But yeah, fire was a great option that I didn't
try it, though.
But they didn't try it. No.
They just shot at him.
That would have been brilliant. Just create a torch.
Although didn't he wanted to set a fire in a small windowless basement.
Yes, that was stupid. But you can make a little torch or a Molotov or something, you know?
I fucking love that guy. Like, we gotta burn it. Let's burn it. Let's go.
Burn it down.
Everyone's like, no.
No. It was the cop, too, that thought of that. Like, isn't safety your job? Yes, but I also want to kill them.
I want to burn.
I want to burn it. Yeah, that was a good idea. I wish they went through with it, and just because I want to see what happens.
They should have. That was cinnamon right on the back of my throat.
Beautiful. It'll get you.
Ah, my eyes are watering now. They should have summoned a fire demon.
Yes.
To fight the goat, like in Godzilla.
From the depths of hell.
Stand away in the distance, be like, let them fight. And fire fights ice. Boom.
Get them their own Rakshasa. Mm-hmm. Rock lobster.
Rock lobster.
Rock lobster.
Everyone play Pathfinder if you don't get that joke.
Yep.
And join our campaign so you understand that joke.
Excellent, yes.
Yeah, it was fun. Not my favorite, but it was fun. Yeah. I'm sorry, Christopher.
No, it was
just good. Take out Ella, Grace, TJ, Doug, and Sherry.
I liked that there were multiple characters. I thought it would have been boring if it was just the Shapiros. Personally,
I mean, if they could be in it, but they should have had a smaller story. Like, I don't need 6 chapters of Doug fucking his dead wife.
Okay, yeah, that needed to go.
In like,
and also him like planning.
At night, now we're fucking in the morning,
and him planning the robberies. I didn't care.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, didn't care about that.
And like Doug and Ella and Grace, like it's cool your family's back together, but what's the point of the story? Yeah. Like, the mom fucked off and the ghost fucked off with her, and then it was just like, cool.
Yeah. Well, I still think that it was Sherry in Angela's body at the end, because she says, hey, when she wakes up, and then he says, hey, and then he said, like, her eyes are piercing. She reaches for his hand, like, she goes and holds his hand.
But remember, when they're fighting the ice monsters, one of them tried to go into the mom and join with her, so maybe one of them snuck on back.
And she's just pretending?
Yeah. I think it's an ice monster.
Fair enough.
Who's going to be an angry boy now?
Yeah.
What are you going to do now? You're in a body.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll find the bodies are very limited. And there is pain involved.
Yeah, they were like dancing in the wind. And
yeah, you were so free and now you're in a body. Look what you did to yourself.
Although, I don't know, being stuck in permanent winter would really piss me off too. I get it.
They said they haven't felt warmth.
If I get snatched by an ice monster and am stuck
just cold all the
in
time
a Canadian winter blizzard for all eternity, I will turn into a vengeful fucking
100%
ghost.
You're just mad at all the living people because it's like, you're warm. Yeah. I mean, don't inhabit me because I'm never warm. No. So
I want to be like a nice summer demon. If I have to be a weird demon monster, I would rather be a summery one.
Yeah, like a Caribbean demon.
Yeah, drown someone in a Mai Tai. I don't know.
See that rum punch you got? I'm the demon of rum punch.
We would be perfectly fine in this situation because we're all permanently cold.
Yes.
I have like you put that like wrap around your windows to stop drafts.
Oh, you have that?
Yeah. That's awesome. Like I'm always wrapped up in a blanket. Nice. I don't go outside.
Well, there you go. You're safe if you don't go outside.
Yeah. Even if someone's scratching my window, I'm gonna open that shit,
right?
Fuck off.
I wouldn't even look out.
My second floor window, if I see a face, I'm shutting the blinds.
Yeah.
That's enough out of you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
You either think you're haunted or you're going crazy.
Yeah. Am I high? Is it a ghost?
Yeah, what is
Either one. I don't
Shut
care.
the blinds. Yeah.
Let's
you don't need to see that again.
And wait for this all to blow over.
Watch some Sugar Rush or Nailed It.
See, my method is a snowstorm. Like, if it's a real snowstorm to this extent where you're not going anywhere, power's out, I would just get blazed and sleep through the whole thing.
Fair enough.
So they'd just be bagged at my window, and I'll just be there like...
Anytime the power goes out, we just light candles and play guitar and then try and find food that doesn't require warmth.
I go insane. You realize how attached you are to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's
and the
fair.
TV. And I just sit there like, what am I going to do? I'm bored.
I'm bored.
And my mom's always like, read a book.
You need to get that ukulele. See, that's the thing, though. As soon as you have no internet, you don't want to read the book anymore. You're just like, shit, I want to read when I want to read, and that's not now anymore.
What about
like, even if you were reading, you're just like, well, but now I don't want to read.
I want to troll the internet. I want to look at memes. Not a day goes by where I'm not looking at memes.
I need to laugh.
Suddenly I don't have access to memes. How am I to live?
I don't think we've had a snowstorm that was bad enough that we were like stuck inside for like 3 days, though. Like these guys.
The ice storm, we didn't have power for 2 or 3 days.
The ice storm, yeah, that was pretty bad.
And I
still went to work, though.
I don't think I went anywhere. No, because I had my knees, and I can't be on this.
No, that's true.
I mean, technically, I could have gone to work or call. I don't know if I was working, if I was in school, but I was like, no, I'm sick. If there's more than like 10 centimeters of snow, just know I'm not leaving the house. I will call in sick.
It's too damn risky.
If it's like minus 30, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, man.
Nah.
I'm expecting a couple of those this winter. That's for true. We'll see.
And I'm going to call in sick. And just accept it.
I have one of these, like, the wearable blankets at my office, and I just fucking bundle myself up, and then people walk in, and I'm like... You're letting the draft in.
Really, you just like,
it's so cold in there.
Like I take public transit to work.
Yeah, it's just cold.
And it's just
and everyone's miserable because they're cold.
I gotta walk into this shit and it's slushy and slippery and my leg hurts and I don't wanna. I just want to sit in my blanket. Everything should be closed.
It's true.
I miss school days, snow days.
Snow days, yeah.
Library never fucking shuts down. A building could be fully alight. And they'll just be like, we gotta come to work.
People need to read.
Yeah. We had one fire alarm where it wasn't a planned one. And someone in the crowd was like, oh, I think I smelled smoke. And they were all in a panic. And I was just in the back like, yes. Burn.
Get me out of this place.
So do I like stay home while this is on fire? Or are you going to send me to another library? Because I really want like 3 weeks
Do I get
off.
paid for this time?
If they said...
Because, I mean, I didn't like the fire.
Don't come to work for 3 weeks. Honestly, even if it wasn't paid, I'd be like, bye.
Oh, my God. That's funny.
Later. Sorry you're on fire. I want to
oopsie.
sleep and play video games. Bye.
Stream.
Life. Work.
Oh, but I do have... Okay, so I have a qualm that I didn't bring up with Sherry.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, throughout the book, I didn't know if I should be pronouncing her name Sherry or Cherry.
I went.
So I was switching between the two. I'm just like, I think it's Sherry, but maybe it's Cherry.
Both aren't great.
No. And if I were her, I would have fucking told Doug, like, within 3 hours of seeing him. Why would you hide that? Because even if you're lying, like, he would take a while to actually believe you, but, like, you know he'd want that to be true.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be happy. He wouldn't be like, oh, my God, that's crazy. Get the fuck out of here, you
Tell him
freak.
shit that only you and him know.
Exactly. And he would love to know that you're back.
Yeah.
And even
he was so happy when he realized at the end.
Exactly. And he said, I wish you had told me.
Until she died again.
Until she died again. Yeah.
Doug lost her twice.
Oh,
and then
fuck.
Angela.
That sucks.
Doug honestly should have just died. He had such a rough go.
He did. He really did.
Just die, bro. Let him take you.
Well, the ice monster might kill him if that is who inhabited Angela.
Although knowing Doug, you'd just make him bacon and they'd have sex. And all would be well
with
again.
The ice monster?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was
I would have told him.
Oh, yeah, their relationship was the fact that he was with Angela first, and then she introduced them to Sherry.
Yeah.
And then they're still best friends. I don't know. If my best friend had sex with my husband at some point, I would be very weird, right? Uncomfortable.
I mean, it was in the past.
I know, but then if I came back as a ghost and
you
realized
knew they had a relationship again,
I would straight up stab him.
That'd be weird because you're just like, so the whole time we were married, did you still like her?
Yeah.
Right.
He'd be like, but you've been dead for 10 years. Be like,
warn me.
Guess our vows were just a bunch of shit, Doug.
You said forever.
You think you're free of me?
I thought forever meant forever, damn it.
If I have a husband, our vows are going to stay for all eternity.
Oh, no.
Not till death do us part.
For all fucking eternity. Well, Brandon's wedding band on the inside says even in death. So
I'll get you.
Because we're morbid as fuck, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, if I die before my husband, I'd come back. I'd run away back. I'd appear in his mirror like,
But you wouldn't like say anything until he's in a new relationship, and then you jump in and you haunt him.
Fuckity well.
You like her more than
yeah.
You get real insecure girl all of a sudden.
I paranormal activity. This house, everything in the kitchen would be on the floor.
Yeah, all the drawers open.
You need to be sad and miserable until you die as well.
That's beautiful. That's love right there. Yeah, wanting your husband to be sad and miserable.
I really want. I can't stress this enough on dating websites. I can't put this on dating websites because the guys would swipe no. But like, I hate dating.
Oh yeah,
I'm done with it. I just want someone. So, like, if I like you, I'm hoping that you will just stay with me until you die. Like,
you can put that on a dating site.
I don't want to casual.
Hate dating.
Yeah.
Looking for my end game. Fuck off otherwise. Like, honestly, I feel like guys would appreciate that.
I hate anything casual. Yeah. Open relationships, die.
Yeah.
No, I'm just you forever. Even if I don't even like you that much.
Okay, you need to like them, Lillian.
I'm over it.
I'm done.
I'll take you. If I like you at least a little, I'll be fine with that.
I think you should write that on your profile. That's like, that says a lot. And I feel like that's the best way to find a guy because they'd like the honesty.
Because like the first...
And there's definitely guys out there that feel the exact same.
I don't know. Everyone on Bumble is like just looking for something fun, nothing serious.
Seriously?
And there's a lot of Christians. I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong, but like my profile says like, atheist, Satan. I make a lot of morbid, like a lot of suicide jokes. I think maybe that's what's
getting people out.
Yeah.
That'll vet them out.
I think it's funny.
They usually are.
I chuckle. I think everyone else is like, are you okay?
Isn't that like the millennials' job though? Suicide jokes. I feel like that's what we're here for.
Because our generation knows how doomed
we are.
Yeah.
And even if we weren't, we hate it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you're single and looking to go for it.
Looking for your end game.
I'm around. I really don't want to date. Really. The first few months of a relationship are the worst. When you don't know each other.
And you're like trying to learn things and you're just like questioning everything you do. Like, oh my God, if I wear this, will he think it's like stupid looking?
I'm too quiet and I don't initiate conversation. So if you don't ask me questions, I'm not going to tell you anything. And I hate first dates.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem, but I don't want to deal with it. Damn it! Too old now.
You're never too old.
I don't want to be alone. But like, I also don't want to date. So if you could just be with me and accept it. That'd be great. I
feel like if a guy came up to you and said, like, here, I'm here to just be with you and not date, you'd still be like, no, thanks.
Yeah. Why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, also now we're in a time where I assume all men are fucked and that's proven otherwise.
Fair enough.
No offense to you all, but like a lot of you have had a bad examples of men out there.
Tons.
And Bumble is the only one where they're not instantly harassing me.
Because it's like, your choice, right?
Yeah. But also, I don't talk to anyone, so it's
not
going well.
Oh, I have to initiate. Bye.
The Knight from Medieval Times didn't like me back.
Oh,
There was a Knight from Medieval Times. I was so excited. Whatever. I'm not going to vote on your... I'm not going to be on your side now.
Yeah.
You lost a quest person.
Fuck the Green Knight or whoever knight you were.
Anyways, sorry.
Good rant.
This is a strong drink.
Yeah.
I enjoy getting blasted on this.
Yeah. And the moral of Snowblind is if you are a dead wife and you inhabit a body, please tell your husband that it's you.
I think it's just don't go outside in the snow.
That could be a second.
Shut your window, close your blinds.
Hide your kids, hide your
Hide
wife.
your wife.
Yeah.
If they die, they should stay dead. Because it's rude if you come back, but then you're going to go away again in like 2 days.
Yeah.
It's rude of you.
That is rude.
Yeah.
You're dead. I mean, but they were, some of them were happy, like, now I actually get to say goodbye, but none of them actually said goodbye.
No.
So that was kind of weird.
Even if you do get to say goodbye, it's been 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved on. It's been so hard, and I'm finally somewhat happy.
And now, here you are.
You're going to
again.
say goodbye again? Fuck you.
Actually, none of them were happy.
That's true.
None of them were happy.
Just
They
even
were
more
all
miserable.
miserable.
Oh, just move out of New England. It's so snowy, though.
Yeah.
I think it's just...
No. TJ got his goodbye. Yeah.
Oh.
Ella didn't give a shit. She's like, your mom, I don't
She
fucking...
slapped her daughter. She's like,
Yeah.
get out of my daughter.
Get out of my daughter! I don't blame her.
I'm going to slap the shit out
This
of her,
woman
too.
you've probably never met.
Yeah, fuck off. She didn't meet her. Yeah,
She
because
didn't,
they
no.
hooked up on that night and then she died.
Yeah, and she died that night.
What a weird way to start a relationship.
What a weird series of
Then
events.
you're pregnant. His mom's dead. It's just sad for 9 months.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. Maybe that's why their marriage
Why would you keep that baby if that's like the events that happened around it? Maybe because they were like, well, at least something good came out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, if you like kids,
I mean, Chelsea,
if you like kids, you'd say
this is
that
hard
was
to
good,
hear,
right?
but some people like children. I personally don't and don't understand that at all, but you do you. If I found out I was pregnant in a snowstorm, that would just make me even more depressed in the winter.
It's true. Those winter blues, that'll get you.
Oh, fuck.
That'll get you.
Knew we'd talk about abortion. We were joking about this earlier. Here we are.
Nope, we're not going there. Ella had her baby. They love her. She watches Dick Van Dyke.
Although if she had
When
an
she's an old lady.
abortion, none of her situation would have happened.
That's true. Who would the mother have inhabited? Just like a stranger and then gone to talk to
and then
TJ?
they'd just be like, ew, get out, get away
Because she
from
didn't
me.
tell them that she was the old woman either.
Tell them, people.
It was so weird.
You're all just being so fucking weird and creepy.
Yeah.
Just because you're a ghost, you don't have to be creepy about it.
Although, how fun would that be to pretend you're that person for like just a couple hours or a couple days, you know? You just want to see what happens, right? That'd be fun. You know what? Yeah, if you're a ghost, you'd dick around.
Yeah. What else
Again,
do you
not
do?
as Sherry, I don't think. Her situation's different, but definitely the old lady
Sherry.
in Grace. 100%.
She was funny.
100%.
I liked
She was
her.
such a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
I'm gonna
total
shit
old
on your
lady.
life, TJ.
Yeah. Both of them. She shit on them so hard. He's like, why is our daughter saying all this to
Why
me?
is our
I think our
daughter's-
relationship is affecting her. Like, no, she's
No.
just an old woman.
Why is her daughter such a cunt right now? Something cunty about her?
Yeah. Have you noticed? Yeah, that was good.
Anyways,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Oh,
and
so-
don't go in the snow. Oh, yeah,
don't go
there's
in the-
more.
The next month
totally
is
forgot.
January.
Yeah.
And our next episode, though, is our bonus book Coven episode where we discuss Midsummer. So if you haven't seen it,
Ooh,
please
best
watch
movie.
it
One of the
because
best
that's
movies
full of
the year.
spoilers.
I think the best movie of the year for me personally.
it was
Dope.
what else came out
Came out
this year?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Midsummer definitely came out this year.
Fuck else did we see?
I feel like there were a lot of good movies.
I was
Though.
in the movies a lot, I think.
Were there any super films that came out this year? No, just
And-
Avengers.
Game came out. That was
Yeah.
dope. Ooh, Star Wars.
That's not out yet, right?
It will be out.
At the airing of this episode.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not that excited.
I love Star Wars. I know you couldn't give two shits, but
it's because they just were copying the old movies. And then that last movie, okay, Rogue One. Let's talk about
Rogue One was horseshit. It was other than that 5-second scene where
with Darth Vader,
when you
that was
people.
Dope.
That was sick.
More of that, please.
That was garbage. The Han Solo movie, didn't need it.
I didn't watch it.
Force Awakens. This is okay, we're gonna veer into Star Wars for a hot second. I won't linger. Yeah, Force Awakens was basically a copycat of the other Star Wars movies. Yes. It was fun, but it was a copycat.
Yeah.
The Last Jedi has been my favorite Star Wars movie of all time because it was different, it was weird, it was dark. I loved the direction it was going in. If JJ fucks it all up and retcons that movie, I agree, that's a ghost. Yeah. And goes back and copies it and like Rey is a Skywalker or related to someone and I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. Go with that story. I want the light and the dark to come together as one. Gray Jedis. Let's go.
Yeah. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Sorry, I'm doing very
I will watch it. I do. I've enjoyed watching the movies. They're just space. I just wish they were a little more creative.
In space going pew pew.
Pew pew.
The Last Jedi was very creative.
That one, yeah, more so.
JJ, don't fuck it up.
But anyway, after our bonus episode, we are getting into YA.
Yeah, your favorite.
As the theme, because I just want to challenge myself. So I've chosen Here There Are Monsters by Emelinda Berube. Emelinda Berube. Here There Are Monsters. So the synopsis of this riveting tale.
Hit him with it.
16-year-old Skye is done playing knight in shining armor for her insufferable younger sister, Deirdre. Moving across the country seems like the perfect chance to start over, reinvent her life. In their isolated new neighborhood, Skye manages to fit in, but Deirdre withdraws from everyone, becoming fixated on the swampy woods behind their house and building monstrous sculptures out of sticks and bones. Then Deirdre disappears, and when something awful comes scratching at Skye's window in the middle of the night, claiming that she's the only one who can save Deirdre, Skye knows she will stop at nothing to bring her sister home. This is a story of sisterhood turned toxic, imaginary monsters brought to life, and secrets that won't stay buried.
Yeah.
So,
I hope you enjoy
sounds
YA.
Cool. It sounds fun, and I've got some hopes for it. I've heard many good things.
Good.
So that's why I chose it.
Yeah, dope cover.
I wanted to read it, which is why I picked YA.
Yeah.
So, and mostly the cover. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but look how cool this looks.
YA covers are sick. I like YA
dope.
books. They're so ridiculous.
Hey, it's working. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll read it, and I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah.
So, high hopes.
Yeah. New year, new you. YAU.
YAU.
We'll see what horse shit 2020 brings.
More themes.
Oh, yeah. Lots of cool themes. Lots of good baking and cooking. Hot Ones Challenge. Super pumped about that.
Hot Ones Challenge.
I want to shit myself on
That'll be on the
camera.
YouTube. You can subscribe to the YouTube. It's the book Coven.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Alrighty.
And if you want to send us suggestions for themes, that'd be appreciated because sometimes they're hard to think of.
Yeah, we've done a lot now.
Because I'd like to do books that are new. Like I think this came out this year.
Yeah.
And I'd like to do more that, new releases.
Hot.
Right?
Hot topics.
Hot topics. More hot topics.
I got some good themes going.
Perfect.
You'll see it, people. It's gonna get a sexy new year.
Oh, sexy new year, sexy new year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, join us next time for some bonus stuff and some YA.
Yeah.
Get reading.
Woo, that's Chelsea.
Now with Lillian.
All right, bye.
Bye.